morning. Meeting morning. I was working on a custom circuit board last night, and I was doing a review, and the thing's basically done, but I was doing a review of it, and the amount of vias that I had made was kind of starting to bug me. I wasn't quite sure why. And the vias are not, they take up a little bit more space, and you want to have pretty good clearance. I wasn't breaking any rules, really, but the amount of vias just wasn't sitting well with me. So I followed my gut, and I tried to figure out what it would take to get rid of some of the vias. So I started flipping them and switching the traces to the other side, and I got rid of a few of them. And then the other side had some vias too, and I didn't particularly care for those. So I started getting rid of those vias, and then I had 3 or 5 vias left, and I just didn't want any vias on the board. So I got rid of all of them. And I redid a lot of the traces, and it's a bit of a mental exercise to figure out what you can and can't do, and move the traces, flip them around, and so when I was done, there were no more vias. And I don't know why. I guess I kind of know why. Part of the reason I had the vias was to maintain something of an aesthetic in having the 45-degree angle traces cutting into the MCU in the middle, so that it has so that it looked visually pleasing to have the traces on the top, so that they kind of shine in the light and it looks neat. Entirely unnecessary, purely aesthetics. But in doing so, I required vias to accomplish that, because a lot of the traces going across the board were on opposite side, and you have to flip them back and forth. This was also a custom design, so it had a different layout, so I couldn't do my normal network of traces. So it was interesting, and it was challenging, but I wound up with these vias, and I don't know if it was that they were close together, or that I just thought there were too many of them. I don't know what it was. I just didn't like them, and I wanted them gone. So I spent a couple hours redoing the traces on the board so it didn't use any vias, along with the additional constraint of maintaining some level of symmetry on the board, at least for the top copper layer, so that it looked balanced. And when I was done, I looked at my handiwork and said, what the hell am I doing? This was done. But I was reminded of the Unicomp battle cruiser that I converted to Bluetooth. When I was done, I was like, what the hell am I doing? I even have I've got a vlog about it. I'm driving home saying, what the hell is this? What am I doing? And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, this is not practical. This is just like an exercise in autism. And I realized that it's not autism, it's artism. It's artism. the artist in me was coming out, and I was just like, I gotta get rid of these vias. These vias need to go. They don't fit. I mean, not practically. They fit literally. They didn't fit with the design. So I don't know what the benefit is of having this little daemon on your shoulder that whispers, get rid of the vias. And then I get rid of a bunch, and it's like, good. Now get rid of the rest of the vias. But also, while you're getting rid of the rest of the vias, make the board symmetrical on the top copper layer. Like, bro. I mean, like, the exposed area was symmetrical. The area that's under the switches is, there's some internal buttons and 2 U's on the outside, so it was, you had to break the pattern. But it was very, very interesting. So all of my vias are through existing through holes for components. There's no additional vias. There's nothing that's just a via. I use the through hole for the item for any of the components. And I don't really understand it. I never really have. And I probably never will. But at least things are going well. Yeah, things are going well. Things are going pretty good, actually. The occasional I don't know if I would call it a flare-up, attack of artistic license, not artistic license, like artistic requirement. Let's say the creativity bug or something. I just had to do it. And functionally, it's technically efficient because there's no vias. But it doesn't, like, vias don't cost extra money. It doesn't make any sense to remove all of them. It's just like a personal challenge or something. I don't know. It is whatever it is, whatever that is. But I'm just an artist, I guess. You get whatever the sense is that you got to do the thing, then guess what? You're going to do the thing. The thing will be done. Whether today, tomorrow, or at 3 in the morning. It'll get done. Because you won't rest until it gets done. It is a Muse Unjust.